What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Pete at Delirium again, coming at you with another war recap. I know I haven't been around the work recaps all that much lately. Got a prego wife doing about a month now, sitting at home, so haven't had a whole lot of time to sit here, play with my cock, and mess around on YouTube. But this one actually was a fun one. It was against a clan called 3PointPark. I'm sure some of you heard of. It was actually a pretty good war. They had some pretty solid bases. From what I understand, actually, their base builder is now part of the TWSS, that's what she fucking said, Empire. So this one is going to be pretty sporadic. There's really going to be no method to this whole actual recap. I'm just going to run through a bunch of the solid attacks that I thought we had. We actually came up 0.03% away from a perfect war on these guys, which is pretty impressive on an arranged war. Our 11s, who I'm sure by now are somewhat famous, have came together and really actually did a nice job on. So without further ado, I'm just going to dive right into it, really not talk about my feelings and all that shit all that much. But this one was from none other than famous old Frosty Cock, who back-to-back wars has had a six-pack. Pretty famous. What he's known for recently has been the Queen Charge. Come with the miners, even after the update, they actually aren't all that great. This actually wasn't a Queen Charge, my bad. But you'll see he's coming from a side. He's splitting the Infernos, and hopefully eventually one of them is going to take out one or the other. This base almost looks like a goddamn soccer field. Now you see he wastes no time dropping the miners. Wants to get that Inferno on the side down because he knows that the Queen down there is going to do a lot of damage to the southeast side. Really nice funnel on that. One thing that's really nice about his attacks is he is one of the most patient people you'll see as far as how he plans these out. Many people will sit there and early drop spells, freak out, but not Mr. Frosty Balls. And he actually got pretty lucky with that Queen snagging the Inferno, but I know that was part of the plan. So you could say it went to plan. And I'm just going to speed this one up a little bit. He's got plenty of miners to take out the rest of the base. No splash damage. As long as there's no splash damage left, with that amount of miners, it's pretty hard to stop that from being a 3-star. Now, if you notice the time on this, I think this came within a second or two of being a 3. Yeah, just plenty of miners left to take out the rest of that. It got down to milliseconds, actually. And that was a fresh hit. I mean, if I scroll all the way back through the log, I'm pretty sure that was pretty early in the war. Oh no, the first one was Divvy on 3. I'll show that one in a minute. Yeah, there you go. Pretty early in it. 3 on 2 right there, Frosty. Oh, I probably just skipped it. Here's 3 on 2. None other than the 6-pack machine, Frosty Balls. Once again, pretty nice bases. I mean, as far as 11 standpoint goes, I don't think they thought they were the greatest. Their nines were outstanding. He actually has another account that's a Town Hall 10, which he's been using this strategy on a decent amount. So it's actually pretty surprising to see him use it again on the 11, but it actually works out really well. Allows him to bring a ton of miners instead of the 48 troop space for healers. And once again, you see him early releasing those miners. Back with the Warden, I mean, it was just... got what he needed, took down one Inferno, got rid of some of the bombs. Still has Warren ability as well as another heal. Perfect timing on that Warren if you watch those just go off. I will say we are fortunate enough to have some beast-ass 11s on our side. Between Divvy, Jep, Chris Baby Girl, and I guess Frosty. He's alright. Splash damage going. Rest of that's just cleanup. Another beautiful war, Mr. Frosty Balls. This one actually was another... So, the Town Hall 11 hits this war. I want to say... Well, I know for a fact they were all fresh hits, but they came very, very early in war. I think they were all... Top 4 bases were hit. There was 0 scouts. No Town Hall 9s or 10s hit these bases, all fresh within the first couple hours of the war. Divvy had a nice one. Divvy is always doing the queen charge. He's very, very good at it. Some would say this looks like a, you know, a suspect kind of attack, except he's still around after the bans. But raging early, he didn't necessarily need the rage, but he just opened up that entire compartment, giving him immediate access to the eagle there. And what's odd is you'll see that he's got 4 rages. And all he wants to do is make sure that that queen takes out the clan castle, the eagle, and clears out most of that southeast side. Early king ability, just clearing a straight path to the Inferno. I mean, these guys really spend a lot of time planning out these attacks. And they're all calculated perfectly to a T. I don't know if you noticed, but the way that king just cleared that path, I mean, he has a straight shot to the miner, or to the Inferno. He's actually going to drop that last rage on the Inferno to make sure he gets that out, no problem. Clear that path real quick towards the Town Hall Queen area into enemy Warden. And that queen is just literally going to take out the entire southeast side. And on a queen charge, I mean, that's what you want to do. Is, I mean, you really just want to path the miners, make sure they're going to continue with the way they're going. You'll notice he just keeps on dropping minions, keeping everything as close to inside the base as he possibly can. The amount of miners he has, Queen at full health, Warren at full health, I mean, that was pretty OP. That was a really nice tack divvy. It wasn't a 3, but it was goddamn close. It was a second, not even, off of a 3-star. I mean, still a phenomenal attack. She's another Queen Charger. Always has really nice Queen placement. I think we've seen this base before. I'm not sure. Where? I don't know. The way she's pathing looks like she wants to get in there, get towards those Wiz Towers, take out Queen. Yep, coming out the entire southeast side. You'll notice she puts the Warden down with her kill squad simply because the distance they have to go and the amount that she wants to take out with all that, she wants miners to just simply clean up. Yeah, that's a massive kill squad for that attack. I mean, really just not even a ton of miners either. I think she had like 20, 22 miners, and that's about it. Everything's still center. Now you'll notice there that the healers went and switched to the bowlers instead of staying on Queen. If they had stayed on the Queen, that would have been an easy, and I mean easy, 3-star the way that she just approached that. Add a couple hogs to the raid, just help funnel and get down a couple of those defenses. All it was two hogs. And it sucks because if you see the amount of troops that she had, and she had a heal spell left. Just time was just not on her side. Really was a beautiful raid. Goddamn Inferno Tower to be left. Was a really nice raid though, Chris. That was a dip. That was a dip. This one actually came towards the end of the war. We had 2 attacks left. This attack and one of our Town Hall 11s. It was Divi's actually second attempt on this base. Couldn't grab it for the win. Or not for the win. For the perfect. But still another damn good high percentage, high 90s raid. But let's show Dad's attack on this. He's been messing around with this composition for a little while. Now, I actually hit this base, and so did Gambler. He hit it from the left, I hit it from the right. Well, that sounded gay as shit. So Dad ended up going from the north. Take it top down. All it is just a massive Queen's kill squad. Get in there, take out an Inferno, get heroes, clear out some of the bombs, funnel in miners from another side, get the other Inferno. Not a complicated attack, very effective attack. You'll also notice on him, early miners. I mean, some people just wait forever. They wait to see the kill squad. They'll wait and see that the kill squad, takes out a whole bunch of stuff first, and then they'll drop the miners. Late miners are the death of a lot of people. It's literally almost Goho, just switching out troops. I mean, very similar thought process. Got a lot of value, able to get in that queen center. Which I guess actually was our problem, because we kept putting kill squad on corners, and kill squad on corners is tough to make sure all the troops actually funnel correctly. You'll see that all that stands between him and the 3-star is one Wiz Tower. And I talk about the Wizard Tower because splash damage is the worst thing against miners. But luckily the Town Hall was out of range for half of the miners, because if it was on for the whole time, the amount of HP that actually has, it could kill the raid. But just overall, just a really nice raid. You see, you still got a ton of miners left. At least 12 or so miners, I'd say. Nice job, buddy. Gambler. Gambler had a really nice hit on this. This was early in war as well. Really nice, effective. And you'll see that a lot of these strategies are quite similar. Basically just trying to get that kill squad, split up the Infernos, keep them distracted while miners come in from the other side. You'll notice where he put his jump. He's not jumping so that his whole kill squad takes on 2 Infernos at the same time. He's jumping so that he's getting 1. Kill squad 1, miner the other, have kill squad be up just in enough time to distract for the other. He's a very precise attacker. He lays down a lot of trimming troops. Wants to make sure that he can try and keep the miners inside the base for as much as he can, as long as he can. Queen's still up, still has ability. Not necessarily the strongest base layout. I mean, the way he had access to a lot of that high hit power stuff on the bottom there really helped him out. Still has a heal left. I'm almost positive that no, he could have swagged it though. The amount of troops he has left, but no need to swag him. Keep him super high health. I mean, he's got 20 miners, easy. Really nice raid, brother. Travis actually had a really nice raid on this one. I think this is the funny one. Alright, so let's watch this, because this actually was hilarious. So he was so confident in this raid that he actually swagged a spell at the beginning of the raid. You'll notice that all the 10s on these anti-3 meta bases are using almost the same strategy. It's a very overpowered, very effective strategy. Get an Inferno, get Kill Squad, put up a distraction, Miners the other. But let's see. I think it's coming any second now. Oh. There it is. I don't even know what he was trying to drop over there. I mean, it didn't even make sense for a place to drop it. So he was so confident in this raid that he figured that... You'll notice he's at 50%. He probably figured that, miners will easily take out half of this base with no heal spells left. Luckily, there is no splash damage at all, because that's, like I said, your biggest hurt. Speed this up a little bit. With the new update, miners move quite slow. Actually, he had a decent amount of troops left for having no heal spells. It was nicely done. I'll give it to you, man. Really nice. Gambler had another one. Gambler had a nice 6-pack this war. This was a fresh hit. So those loons at the beginning, what was he trying to do? Maybe pull CC down south? Same strategy, like I said. You'll notice they're all using it on the meta bases. It's quite effective. Miners come out before the clan castle even comes out. I mean, that's how much of a distraction that you actually want for these miners. I mean, ideally, if you can keep queen up for a decent amount of the raid and pop that ability towards the end, hopefully on a Wiz Tower or even on a late Inferno. Man, I've been talking to you guys for about 20 minutes, 24 minutes. God damn. I think this is the last Town Hall 10 hit we're going to look at. Town Hall 10 or 11. We're going to dive into a few of the 9s. Their 9 bases is actually really where they had good bases at. 10s and 11s were, they're okay. Not the greatest. Definitely not all max Town Hall 10 bases. I mean, they definitely had a few of them. Nice 6-pack there. That was a dip. This was a 3-star, but this was sloppy as fuck. So sorry, Scorp. It was quite lucky. This was a nice raid. Their Town Hall 9s, like I said, their bases were actually pretty good. A lot of off-centered bases, off to the side, makes it hard to deploy troops a little bit. Base guide 101. But he came in with a somewhat classic meets new age approach on this. Had the 3 golems, clan CC bowlers. Double jump, I mean, really was just trying to take this kill squad quite far. And had a nice job with it. See that he pulled the CC a little bit just to make sure that I can get towards the center so that hogs aren't having to deal with it. Being a golem was a nice thing actually for this. I mean, it didn't cause a huge issue. It was just a little more of a distraction. You see a lot of these styled Town Hall 9s now. I mean, you got, before it was, you know, keep the heroes and clan castle centered and make it hard to lure. Now with Queen Walk and all these new strategies, it's, you know, tempting to start a Queen Walk and go it over there. I mean, if you do that right at the clan castle, Queen, and Tesla Trap, you're almost guaranteed to lose the Queen instantly. But this was really nice. I mean, it was a really nice attack. Love the fact that it was an old school meets new school. Speed it up. Rest is just clean up. Plenty of cleanup troops to deploy there. Let's see. I think this was a much cleaner raid. So a lot of our clan has actually been, or a lot of our Town Hall 9s has actually been using this a lot lately. And it's a really, really effective attack as long as you can make sure that the Queen goes center. I mean, because if she does not go center and the CC ends up coming out right when you release all your Valks, you are guaranteed to lose. Especially if it's an air clan castle, such as Baby Dragon and minions and all that. Dragon. Not the smartest idea dropping bowlers right at the Queen, but the way that the Valks aggro, it actually wasn't bad simply just because they go straight towards enemy clan castle and heroes. And this clan castle was actually really good because it pulled everything exactly center. So these kind of raids, if you have a central CC, this is where you'll just get crushed. Because it actually helps. With this attack, you want everything going center. As usual, Valks love going to the outside. But luckily they stall out, want to break in, they don't want to keep going out. They said, let me home, let me in. They really just tore that up. Both hero Billies left. It was a really nice raid. Things panned out really nicely. Let's see what else we got. It's that white boy. He does a little mix of the HGHB with the Valks. I really like this attack as long as you get the funnel right. Definitely a risky attack considering the new air mines and traps target healers, because this attack just sucks healers inside. But things all panning out really nicely. Healers are still up. Still has an extra rage. And he brought, because he has the Valks, he brought 3 rages instead of just 2 and 2. Of course, Valks go outside, but that's just what they do. He sees that he's got plenty of firepower up on the northeast side. So all hogs come down south. which is nice because that's where the Tesla trap was, and he dropped the heel right on top of that. So that panned out really nicely. That enemy king is going to pull towards the giants. And this one actually cut close, actually, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it did. He didn't have a whole lot of firepower left. He had a whole Tesla trap. Giant stayed alive the whole time, which was nice. Still got that 30 queen ability. Got rid of the whole Tesla trap. Not bad, man. That was nice. And look at that whiz. Look at him run. When do you ever see that shit happen? He had two structures that were way closer, and he just says, you know what? If I don't go, he's going to get fucked by a goddamn hut in the corner. Smartest thing ever. This was a really close attack, if I remember right. Once again, that same one that the Nines have been using a lot lately. Queen walk to the bowler walk, funnel the Valks up inside. Just all about clearing out that. Now, I don't like his choice of the way he has his south on this kind of base because a baby dragon can get a ton of value down there. If he had dropped that, just say like a little more south, he could have gotten town hall and 6 or 7 structures easy without a fight. Really easy funnel. Because now he can just deploy all the Valks and have no fear of them going left. They're all going straight. Get an early rage down on them, bust through all those walls. Or don't. There you go. Most people would have panicked and just dropped. That was nice. Good patience on that because that panned out really well. Got a lot of value out of that placement on it. Still has that extra heal. Not a ton of defenses left. It shouldn't be all that hard to clear that out. Sometimes that's not a bad thing to see is when you see the healers switch up and move over to the Valks because Valk walk can be pretty vicious. Rest just cleanup. Tons of Valks left. That builder hut up in the north, you know you hate seeing that. Everyone in the clan's running, go, go. Damn, he swagged a heal. I forgot about that. 2 heals. A heal and a damn poison. Oh, there it is. Make sure he knows where the hut is. Nice job, Harry Balls. My man Joan had a fantastic war on this one. He had a nice 6-pack. Bringing in some classic Govaho. Well, classic meets new age again. Brought in 3 golems. Ugh. Make that extra wide funnel. I think he had some CC bowlers, as everybody does these days. He hit my man Gambler, who can't spell gambler. It's an awkward CC area to place it, especially where it is. Especially if you're coming from that side. I mean, you're going to get that to pull out too. You want it centered, but with that large 3 golem kill squad, it wasn't bad. Even though he had 14 hogs, you'll see that he had only 1 heal spell. And he really wanted to keep getting those bowlers and the golems just pushing through and pushing through. Never even healed the hogs, just want to keep making sure that he's going to get as much value for that kill squad as he possibly can, which takes out almost all the base. So that was really nice. He's a creative guy. Just came back from a extended trip in Mexico. Been opting out, dropping heroes. But he's back in full force. Had a good amount of Town Hall 9 fresh 6-packs, which was nice this war. And a couple bases that really got away from us. Like I said, they had some good bases. More so at Town Hall 9 than anything else. This was a really nice attack. Milkman is an interesting fella. He loves his Queen Walk Laloon. I mean, he loves it. And he does a really nice job with it. I mean, especially if you can break Queen inside and get as much as he wants for it. Which is always the risk in doing this attack is, you know, you're not bringing a ton of breakers, but you'll notice that he basically rages Queen the entire time, nothing else. And the reason that he rages it so early is because he's trying to rage his breakers. He's just 1 breaker here, 1 breaker there, but all under rage. They open up the whole compartment that he wants. So you see he has access to the Queen and 1, 2, potentially 3. Easy. As long as, you know, of course, Queen goes that way, which she doesn't always do what you want her to do. But that base kind of creates a natural funnel. Had a bit of a scare. I'm surprised that she actually went inside and went to that air defense, given that was outside, that the barracks were outside. And I think he's going to pop this ability early simply because he sees that the hounds and the loons are coming that way. Wants to make sure that he gets it. No. I lied. He had patience. I wouldn't have. I would have popped it. Pop that, pop that. That Tesla trap right where it is, I know that hurt a lot of the loons. But it's alright. He still had the ability, which I didn't think he had, but still comes in nice, cleans up. Plenty of cleanup. Drop those a lot. Drop those early. Drop that king late. Help make sure clean up. Which was a really nice raid, man. That was the first raid of this war, if I remember correctly. Chucker was a TWSS friend that we had come over, help us out with the war. Omni's a good buddy of mine. We've known each other for a little while. Just came over recently. Man, why the fuck am I yawning? I need more beer. Some good goal alone action. Oh, why did I speed that up? My bad. So he saw what he was getting. Got that Laloon aspect down damn early. Made sure a lot of stuff was distracting from. And now, it's not advised to attack into a sweeper with this raid because it really just... The sweeper isn't obviously hurting everything, but it slows it down just enough to let everything else pick everything else off. Which, as you saw, it just picked it off right in front of the Wiz Tower. So that was a nice placement on the sweeper. but he was quite conservative with his haste spells and sped them up at the exact appropriate times. Luckily, still had that hound left, distracting plenty. I'm gonna speed this up because I'm getting tired. How the hell was that a 3-star? No offense or anything. Oh, he's got... Oh, this was the crazy... I remember this now. He had 2 lavas. Look at this. And only 1 loon. And that shit took out all the rest of the defenses. That was a clutch pop. That was like a very clutch pop. Luckily the Archer Tower is locked onto the hound. That was very clutch. You don't see that very often. This was a nice dip cleanup. It was just a nice war. I mean, overall, like I said, they had solid bases. They took the approach to us at, you know, when this war started, they just right out the gate started 2-starring all our 11s. Then they tried going for the cleanup attempts. They had 0 Town Hall 11 3-stars. You'll see that's the summary of their 11s. They all dipped and nuked 10s. Which, of course, during a range war, when you got an equal, very heavy matchup, is a good thing to do. But we, right out of the gate, just decided, not we, but our 11s, who, by the way, are all FaceTime fuck buddies. Jep, Divvy, Chris, and Frosty Balls. Some unique 11s. Good guys, love to have them. But really just came out swinging. They knew what the plan they want. They knew that they just weren't going to settle for it. Normally they would say, hey, you know, let's scout these or let's put 10s on these. But they looked at them and decided that was the best route. So all in all, it was really nice communicated war. Barely almost put up the perfect war on them. But like I said, nothing to take away from 3-PointPark. It was a good war. Thanks for arranging with us, setting this up, putting the time in. You had some solid bases, and I know they hit me up earlier and said, let's go for a rematch. Where the hell did you guys come from? We won't be opposed to that. You want to rematch us? We'll go. Anytime, man. So thanks for watching. More to come. Have a good night, guys.